looks like Manwolf Loss has Teleport and Smite, so no Flash ulti for that Warwick, but he is going to be able to creep around in other lanes via the wards and get some pretty sweet ganks probably. So, yeah, just going through the comps, we have Jarvan, Jungle, which uncommon but still super strong. Aurelia top lane. Veigar is going to be a rock in the mid lane, probably versus still rampant on Kha'Zix. Talet is going to be support Lux, and then Fungus Fingers playing Draven bottom lane with Ignite, which is well, not a new trend, but is a trend for the AD carries. Used to heal, then it was very briefly barrier,
Yeah.
and it's back to Ignite because people are like, you can't beat that. And then we have Jungle Warwick, which we don't really see too much of. Bach probably top lane or mid, you never know. Kha'Zix probably mid lane, but top, you never know. Caitlyn Sona bottom lane. So, what do you think late game? How's this matchup going to be for each team?
It depends where Bach's going to be at that late game status. I mean, he's going to be the one of the biggest hyper carries in this. And also Manwolf X boss, if we can get some items as well to be super tanky. Those are the two determining factors for the Riot team. One, the community side. Aurelia just needs to build into a little bit nasty. Going to be probably building into the Zephyr, or if they build up the old way with Trinity Force, it'll work out well too. But they really need that early game advantage, especially with Lux and Draven. Yeah, Lux will be able to carry down mid into late game, but Draven's a really good early game carry, but late game isn't the greatest. So community really needs to earn up that early game status so that they can just push in for the win. But mid to late game, we can see Riot just kind of just pushing through because, yeah, their late game is a little bit more stronger.
Yeah, that's going to be terrifying. Plus, looking at their ultimates, it's kind of confusing because a lot of their ults are lock down one individual person and eat them alive. And then you have Sona, who's like, "Pfft, I can initiate team fights, I can save people, I can really make something happen bottom lane, all that good stuff. I think what Lux support and then Draven are going to want to do is not give Caitlyn and Sona the opportunity to poke. They're going to be super aggressive. They're going to want to land those light bindings from Lux and get those axe throw harassment goodies from Draven down because it does a tremendous amount of damage. And Caitlyn and Lux are super duper squishy, so it's going to be interesting to see how that is going to play out. Kha'Zix versus Veigar mid. Not really sure how that's going to work. How do you think Kha'Zix is going to have to build? Like, I'm not terribly familiar with his standard builds. I'm assuming he builds like a bruiser, but does he go more damage or tank?
He's still gonna go right up to damage. He's gonna be the 80 bruiser, gonna use that black cleaver to shred through everything.
Oh.
I mean, that's the only way that you really can build up Kha'Zix. I mean, because he's a damage carry, you really need to build damage no matter what. He could probably tank later on, get like a Frozen Heart or a Iceborne Gauntlet as well, but unfortunately for not, yeah, we're just gonna see damage and lots of killing from Still Rampant.
I was just giggling at the Mighty Jack skin. Honestly, I've never actually seen that in game, and it just, yeah, it's hilarious and awesome. Like, he even has a little pom-pom on his head. Like, only Jax could pull that off, seriously. So, I really hope Fungus Fingers does
Oh my
reconnect. Looks
gosh,
not connected right now,
that's
so
unfortunate.
I'm pretty sure somebody would have yelled at us in chat if he
Yeah.
didn't reconnect, but if you guys haven't and you're slaving away 4v5 versus Riders, just let us know. We'll see what we can do, but hopefully he did have the chance to reconnect and it wasn't too bad. So, looking at the skins, Frostblade Aurelia. Oh yeah, there he
There
goes.
you go.
One of my personal favorites. I do have, I forget what the ninja one is for Aurelia. Is it like Night something? Anyway, she
Don't
looks like a
remember.
ninja.
Hmm?
She's awesome. This is the first skin I bought for her. Superb villain Veigar. The monocle and the mustache make it. It's an adorable skin. And then Silent Night Sona. I was so sad because I was gonna try and find out if there was a way that she was gonna be pulled from the vault so I could buy her for Christmas, but
Hmm.
it was on other servers and not in A. So she was actually pulled out, but it was for like the server and
Guardia.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. It was so sad.
Philippines and stuff like that. Yeah.
All those lucky folks. I was so jealous. So maybe next year. I did get to see her played with Reindeer Kog'Maw. The RVC did right before Christmas, and they did the joke where like she plays and Kog'Maw sings with her. So that kind of made up for it a little bit. It was pretty cool.
Maybe, but also if you want to know, Garnia and everybody, they have like cheaper Riot points as
I did
well.
see that,
So
yeah. I was like,
yeah.
"Riot points," and then I was like, well, maybe their currency is different. Nope, it's just cheaper because they're lucky. I'll trade you my soul for that Sona skin. Yep, I was right there with you, Splendid Pie. Super jellyfish right now.
I
That's
wanted to say for Bach, thank you for paying homage to hockey. At least we're coming back into it. Yeah, but I don't know if there's really a season that anyone's gonna really like about it. Level 1 invade, pretty much on Riot's side. They have Bach, they have Counter Strike, they have some damage output as well. But the stun coming out from Viger is gonna be really important. So
yeah,
we'll see.
they have the stun, they have Event Horizon from Vigar, and possibly Light Binding for Lux as well. I'm gonna see if she invested in that one. Nope, she hasn't bought a point in anything yet, so you never know. If they do decide to invade, that could be a good thing to take. Looks like Caitlyn's going to throw down her traps on the right side just to scout out the area and make sure that they are not getting counter-invaded. But it looks like they want to do something. Bach is going to go ahead and back, probably purchase his additional potion and go top lane.
Yeah, I feel like Bach needs to do a little bit more with, more potions, more stuff, so he'll be okay. But overall, yeah, blue start for both junglers right over here. Jarvan's a really blue dependent jungler. Warwick, most especially like a Mumu, is a blue dependent jungler, so there you go with that.
If you counter jungle and steal their blue, they cry like small children. I know because I jungle a Mumu. And every time I get counter jungled, I'm set behind for the rest of the game. Oh goodness, okay, good. Draven did reconnect. Got a message as soon as the game started from Talat saying, oh, it's 45. Okay, he reconnected. Like, okay, cool, we are ready to go. So, pretty standard start for both sides right now. The gold is almost even. We're only at 2 minutes in. Looks like they are feeding that blue buff to Warwick so he can continue to jungle. So, we didn't get to see a level 1 team fight. Not over much aggression from either side. I think, as you mentioned, both junglers need that blue to start. They didn't really want to risk anything, so they're just going to go ahead and have a standard start there.
Yep, and we're gonna see the top lane right now, Styx versus Bach. It's Sticks versus Sticks, technically, because Buck has to have a stick on him. Truthfully, Jax is going to have a really good mid game and early game, but the late game is going to go more to Aurelia's side just because she can really hard engage on the team and they can't really do anything to stop her. While Bach is going to be able to see us up, going to be kind of chilling out for now. The big early game for both of these two top laners are really slow, so really good that Jax is going to be paired up with this Aurelia. Although Aurelia can win out that lane a little early. Mid lane we still Rampant versus Weidman, Tyra. Yeah, still Rampant just does need to get caught by the Event Horizon and he'll be fine. Probably gonna be able to kill. And we might be seeing our first aggression over the bot.
Yeah, looks like Jarvan is going in. He has double buffs. He cleared pretty darn quick. He's coming in here for a gank. He's going to wait to see where they're going to go. There's the light binding landed onto Sona. Sona forced to flash. There's the exhaust onto Caitlyn. The counter exhaust onto Splendid Pie. There's the teleport from Warwick turning onto Fungus Fingers, taking so much damage right now. They do have vision. There is the standard to get away Splendid Pie, and just barely with about 70 health. That was a great counter engagement from Manwolf Axe Boss. As soon as he knew something was going down bottom lane, he was able to teleport on that ward and turn the tide of the fight. And that's exactly why he picked up teleport. And that's exactly what we're going to look forward to several more times during this game. And we almost saw first blood on the community there. So good job, Manwolf Axe Boss.
I was just checking out some stuff from Man with Black Boss. He's doing some interesting stuff. We said that before. Teleport can be used right there, and you use that as a counter engage. I guess you don't really need flash with that work because, well, if you got a teleport that just goes in there really randomly, it's gonna be able to just do the same thing like he would if he did have flash.
Exactly. The only time that that's gonna really hurt him is in, like, you know, team fight situations where he just wants to jump in and really initiate onto a squishy. Otherwise, you know, they can just wait until they land like a Sona stun or something awesome. Like, he's got a lot of CC in his favor, so. In bottom lane, both of the riders are at full health. We're seeing that poke comp come into effect. Those Qs from Sona and just the auto attacks with the amazing range from Caitlyn. We do have an engagement in mid lane, though. Tyra Wadman gonna not go down to that igniter? Serious? Walking away with 13 health on Veigar, just barely getting away. You know, still Rampant is going, are you serious, Yordle? Are you serious? You were supposed to die there.
It's okay. Still Rampant's gonna be able to push up this CS lane and just give himself more pressure onto the turret. I mean, Viger is a great clearer. The only problem is if you don't clear early enough and you're gonna be pushed up to your turret, you're gonna lose a lot of CS. So still Rampant's just gonna be able to push up even more. He'll get him next time if anything. Even though with the Knight level 6, he's just gonna be super more strong into this with this Mecha Kha'Zix.
Top lane, we do have an engagement here. The exhaust going down onto Aurelia. She's popping potions, hopefully trying to stay under the tower, but Jax, with his awesome leap strike, is going to say, nope, that wasn't even a dive, I just smashed you and walked away. First blood going to the Riders, onto Aurelia. Bad news for the top lane for community. And as I was going to say, you're totally right about Veigar pushing. Like, he's got great push capacity, but you want to be able to farm up that Baleful Strike to really have the bonus AP to obliterate people like Sona. Yeah, I think they did a great job counterpicking against a Veigar. They don't really have a lot of folks who are going to be building AP. Even Sona doesn't really build AP. Speaking of Sona, bottom lane, Light Binding landing onto her, doing a lot of damage. They were almost able to engage and pick up that kill there. Sona's got to be careful.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. And Bach did just score the first goal, so very important for him to do that right over there to make sure everything is equalized till later on. Fingers is gonna go bait himself out, but his Splendid Pie actually gonna answer Rin back. Vitzray is gonna be shot down from the Splendid Pie. Is gonna be enough. It's gonna be the track gonna be disengaging for Vitzray.
Oh, the trap. Like, you don't pay attention to the traps when you're engaging. Like, you get the tunnel vision, and you're like, oh, I'm gonna chase you down, and then you hit a trap, and then you're just stopped for like a full second or two. It's really annoying. So, that was a very clean disengage. Riot Vitzkrieg popping those potions, has Sona to heal him as well. So, they're just gonna continue to push up to the tower, and then go on home. Maybe. It looks like Sona is still out for some aggression here. She canceled her back, so you never know. And mid lane, some more trading going on. Unfortunately, Veigar coming out the worst on those trades versus Still Rampant. This is exactly why, as a mage player myself, I'm really disliking this Bruisers mid lane. This new fad where Bruisers are going mid lane because they're so tanky that even as a caster, you really gotta work to burst them down.
What's wrong with that? The 80 assassins, so, I mean, Kha'Zix is just the balance between a bruiser and an assassin. Has a great amount of health, but also has a great amount of damage output, especially with the Void Spike, which are evolved, and it's going to be jumping in right into Wadman. Wadman has him flash out, but the cage will be able to lock him in right over there. Man with Fox Blast going into the jungle, just not caring, just going to smite away at the Wraith.
That was an interesting barrier popped by Veigar there. Actually, Tyra was very safe behind their turret and popped barrier. I guess he or she thought that they were going to get tower dove. So barrier is on cooldown for Veigar. One less summoner spell to keep him safe from the ever-hungry and Still Rampant on that Kha'Zix. Look like Veigar is going to pick up that blue buff. That'll be his bread and butter, able to farm up his Q and build up that AP damage, which is going to make him a terror.
Yeah, right now we do have Tyra on, let's see, 18 ability power, so 18 creeps right now on that Q. Decent enough amount of damage, it's just that, you know, she's in pretty, well, pushed back to the turret, 34 to 57.
Engagement in the community jungle. There is the exhaust going off on Splendid Pie. Is Jax gonna leap strike? Yes! He is gonna leap strike, but he's tanking two different towers. Is Jarvan gonna get away with 25 health? Yes! He is! All the pings are going down, but Veigar is not really coming in for it. Looks like Raven was maybe going to try, but Bach was out of there. So a pretty passive game right now. Lots of action from the junglers, but no real solid ganks earning anyone any big kills right now other than that top lane gank for the Riders. Looks like we're at 9 minutes and only one kill, so pretty interesting. Usually it's even and really high kill rate in our first game of Riot versus Community.
But the biggest thing is Riot is taking such a good gold lead right now, 3k almost up right now. And it's especially because of all the CS thing. I mean, 42 to 32 on their jungle difference. We do see, well, yeah, Bakwa's going to be there. It's going to be Tyra going to be taking him down on a lot again. Still Rampage going to be at 68 to 36 on that mid lane. It's just ridiculously big. And then 50 to 21 at the bottom lane. It's all Riot right now, and we'll see if community come back into this.
That's true. I think that they just need to farm up. As you mentioned, CS is so important for getting money to buy items and getting ahead. The kills are nice, but the creep score is really important. There is the Lux Laser devastating Riot Blitzkrieg, taking over half of his health in the combination with that tower. There is the teleport coming down from top lane, the exhaust going down on Aurelia. Is she going to be able to get it with the transitive blades? No! Caitlyn is still alive with 13 health right now. There is the dive from Fungus Finger. He is able to pick it up. They are still going right now. There is the jump from Aurelia. Is so low. There's the flash to secure the kill. 2 and 2 right now. Pings to fall back. They went so man mode right there and got 2 kills for it. So definitely worth it. Looks like Manwolf Axboss with double buff coming to investigate. Bach going on to Jarvan right now. Splendid Pie in some serious trouble. There is the Ignite. The shield coming out from Lux. Maybe saving that was a great light binding. But no, the Caitlyn trap gonna trigger and hold him in Tribush for Warwick to pick up that kill. Lux did everything she could there, but those traps are too strong.
Yeah, unfortunately for J4, just getting right over there. Splendid Pie did not take the pie for the day and eat it because he just ate the pie right there with a Caitlyn trap on top of it. So tough loss for J4 right there. 3-2 on the kill score, and yeah. We did miss another kill. Draven did actually fall down during that whole process. I don't know who actually got the kill on that, but there you go with that. And we'll see what Blitzkrieg's going to be doing.
Let's see. I think it was Warwick, actually. It was Warwick that picked up the kill on Draven there. He is 2-0, sitting pretty happy. Picked up a Giant's Belt, so probably going to build that. I'm not sure. Isn't there a jungle item that has a Giant's Belt in it?
Yeah, the ancient golem one, but I feel like it's more probably gonna be like Warmogs or something, just to get it really taking it and like just.
Oh my goodness! Bottom lane, Sona getting caught by that light binding. That Lux Laser is packing a serious punch right now. Final Spark taking half her life and was able to clean that up, so not too bad. Looks like we have pings going down. Community going for a dragon, very bold. Looks like Kha'Zix knows exactly what they're up to. They're gonna turn on him immediately. Light binding, locking him down. Transcendent Blades doing some work too. Blitzkrieg all alone though. Oh, I totally lied. Manwolf Axboss was down there destroying Draven all alone. Blitzkrieg in some serious trouble. That Jarvan ulti locking him down, taking a lot of damage. He is in the bush. He was still alive. Jarvan picking up that kill. Another beautiful light binding from Lux, but it's not going to be enough. Splendid Pie probably going to go down here. Jax picking up that kill that time. Warwick finishing off Lux. The exhaust going off onto Aurelia. A double buff, or double kill for Jax. Wow, that was super intense fighting, and Riot definitely came out ahead. Not only that, but community did not get dragon, and now Riot's gonna clean that up. So, double salt in the wounds for the community team.
Tyler's gonna try to do some stuff over this dragon, but that would require him to flash. I hope he doesn't actually do that, and then he's gonna try to use Dark Horizon, but didn't hit right there. Biggest thing that was in there in the beginning, well, Draven was still trying to take the dragon, and unfortunately Manwolf Axboss was not attacking dragon, so Draven was taking dragon shots while under the duress of Mr. Infinite Duress, so that's very cute.
Yeah, I didn't think it was terribly wise for community to go for that dragon there. They didn't really have any knowledge of where the rest of them were, and they know that Manwolf Axboss has teleport, so there's always that risk that it's going to be up so he can join a fight, and that's why teleport can be super strong for junglers and top laners. It's not really common for junglers, but top laners, even some mid laners take it just so they can turn a gank to their own advantage. Looks like we have a pink on the pink at dragon, but dragon is gone. Jarvan cleaning up that pink ward from Sona from earlier, but no tasty gold pinata there waiting for them. Looks like Riot is at 19k gold, and community is at 14k. We almost had a kill top lane. Aurelia not doing so well versus Jax right now.
Yeah, Bakwas shouldn't try to get a kill over there. Even though Bakwas going low, Counter-Strike is such a great tool against other 80 bruisers just because you multiply their 80 damage onto you and then you just kind of dish it right back at them, so that's unfortunate. We're gonna go in for this gank. Great stun down by Tyra. Tyra gonna get enough damage onto Shield Rampant. Gonna use that camouflage to get around onto the shots. Still Rampant could still get out of there. Oh, he won't. Oh, he will because he gets that heal from the W move,
Looks
and
like,
so
oh
great.
gosh, oh, we missed another kill. Looks like Warwick died, or we didn't miss it, but it was unexpected. Manwolf diving in there and cleaning up Jarvan after that great escape. Man, Void Spikes do not mess around. The heal that he gets from that was enough to really survive that engagement and get away, and then Manwolf, with great map awareness, was able to come and clean up that kill onto Jarvan. 4 to 8, just like that. Riot looking pretty darn good right now, and they're farming up a storm. Plus, that can happen. Stellar Rabbit's gonna go ahead and dive the poor little Yordle and bring it up to 1-0-5, 1 kill to himself. He's farming 109, the highest on his team, even higher than the ranged AD carry. Brutalizer, pickaxe, all that good stuff, and mid lane is gonna go down for the community. Stellar Rabbit really pulling his weight here.
Yeah, still Rampant's doing a really good job with Kha'Zix. Yeah, Kha'Zix is still Kha'Zix. I'm about to put her in the same route as Katarina. I'm just not going to say any of these skill shots. I'm just going to say Katarina, Kha'Zix, Kha'Zix. So that kind of works out too.
Yeah, oh, we do have an engagement bottom lane. Splendid Pie going in for the gank. His ultimate is not up, however. Eats a trap, waiting for the light binding to land, but Lexa's got to be careful. The rest of her team did not follow her. She's going to have to get out of there. Draven was too low to really further pursue that, and they are going to have to back out. Jarvan immediately hit the trap and then walked away like, it's over now, and left the poor people in bottom lane for the community, so they're gonna have to back away. They're both fairly low. Lux almost out of mana, so there's not really much they can do right now.
Yeah, Lux is still at Final Spark if they need to really clear it, but I wouldn't engage against that, especially 98 to 47 on the CS score. That means that, well, Caitlyn's a little bit ahead.
Oh, we do have a gank in top lane right now. Bach in some trouble. Transitive Blade's coming out of Aurelia to really try and chunk him down before they engage, but Jax has red buff. I was gonna say Manwolf Axboss jumping in, Infinite Duress going down onto Veigar, and oh my gosh, Kha'Zix coming up from mid lane right now. Splendid Pie taking so much damage, are really getting finished off by that Kha'Zix as well. Pie just doing whatever they can, but one little spikes from Kha'Zix was enough to finish him off. A triple kill for Still Rampant, just like that. He's 4-0, terrifying right now. Bottom lane Draven is so low, he's just gonna have to back and leave Lux alone in that lane. Super scary. But that, I mean, the teamwork we're seeing coming out of the Riot team is just really inspirational. They have great communication. They're always in the right place at the right time. When one person engages, you're seeing teleports go off, or people just walking up from lane to try and complete and make it an advantage. So there's an additional tower for the Riders. 2-0. Top lane going down for the Riders.
Yeah, community is in a really big world ahead. I was about to say Kha'Zix, getting that triple kill easily right there, and it's just so dirty that you can just do that. Like, it's how Evelyn plays, like, literally you just come in and clean up, and then you just clean up everything. Even if you're like 50 to 40% health, you're a little low, just have Agony's Embrace, or in this case, Void Spike's hidden, and just heal up all your damage, and then you're okay, and then you just get a triple kill for a good reason.
What's really scary is he rushed Last Whisper. He just completed his Black Cleaver. So he's doing a tremendous amount of damage. All of that delicious armor pin is just butchering everyone alive, and that's exactly what he wants. And he has Boots of Swiftness, so even if he's chasing you down, he has that extra bit of speed to really lock you down, get off those Void Spikes to heal himself back, and go in for the kill. Especially if he can isolate you, then it is GG, and over 140 CS for this guy. He had zero fear of farming in mid lane, so it looks like community is uniting. We do have Veigar in bottom lane. They just want to get some damage down on that tower. They do land the Event Horizon to Manwolf, but honestly, right now, he is 5-0. He is not a fear of anything, and he did build that into Sunfire Cape. That's what the Giant Stall went into.
Yeah, the Sunfire Cape being used for the magic damage, but also just push and be super tanky. Kha'Zix did almost get Assassination Tap onto J4. J4 couldn't really do anything. Dragon gonna be pinged off. I'm pretty sure they can take it, no doubt, because there's no pressure that community can bring out right now.
Yeah, they will definitely get this uncontested. Kha'Zix has blue buff as well, so he's just going to be able to crank out those spells that terrify. Oh my goodness, the Lex Final Spark and the Draven Whirling Death coming down trying to steal that dragon. Cheeky, cheeky community just trying to make anything worth their while, but unfortunately, we're just a millisecond too late. Fungus Finger saying that was rude. What, that they got an uncontested dragon? Well, unfortunately, that is what they're able to do right now. Right now, Riot is just comfortably, systematically pushing towers, sticking together, getting map objectives. They're looking pretty sleek right now. What's community have to do? I mean, right now, with the gold advantage and the kill advantage and the tower advantage that we have right now, I don't think they'll survive in a team fight. Are they just going to try and pick people off when they're out of position?
Well, that, but also group up and push for a tower. I mean, global gold is always an important thing for the team. If you can get 1 or 2 towers, it'll change everything. But the biggest thing is they can't fight Kha'Zix. If they fight under any sort of Kha'Zix, well, area, yeah, like receive Lux, it's just gonna be never a good time. But she is around minions, so that passive is not gonna actually go online. A Fungus Figure is not, I mean, greatly.
Yep, and as you can see, the Riders immediately responded. Kha'Zix was down there, I believe Caitlyn was down there, and then all of a sudden everyone except Jax, who's split pushing top lane, PS, was down there ready to turn this to their advantage. Fungus Finger is getting caught out. There is the ulti coming out from Warwick. Not quite enough to finish off Jarvan, but there they go. Final Spark going off, doing a tremendous amount of damage, as they are also taking tower damage right now. The light binding catching out Warwick, but not quite finishing him off. They're so damaged, but the final spark has already been used. Jax just happily taking top lane right now. Looks like he's going to finish off yet another tower in top lane. And right now, Riot is just cleaning out the community's jungle, taking the red buff, taking the double golems, because honestly, there's nothing community can do right now. And unfortunately, I think I just saw Veigar disconnect.
Yeah, Veigar is disconnected as well, so we're going to probably see Riot probably pushing really hard. And yeah, still Rampant going to chase on the DG6. Even the Aurelia, the mighty Aurelia that you can say that she can never be nerfed, is fearing the Kha'Zix.
You know what? If I saw a 5-0 Kha'Zix running at me, I would be a little more than disconcerted. I would be pretty scared. So it looks like, did we have a reconnect?
Mm-hmm.
Looks like Veigar did reconnect. He purchased that Athene's and Holy Grail, which is definitely a beneficial item for him, but not something I really see them rush. Doesn't even have Boots 2 yet. Just went straight for that magic resist ability power and that mana. The CDR is really good for him. Like, it's a great item, I just never see them buy it first. So
Well, that, but the only problem is Kha'Zix is all about armor and such like that, so I mean, yeah, at least you can do that, and yeah, spend by just insta-give by still Rampant.
This is, as you guys know, Riot lost 2 weeks in a row. Like, they not only did they lose, but they lost 2-0, 2 weeks in a row. So I think that they really brought their game faces. I knew when I talked to Bach about joining us tonight, he was like, "Oh no, they did not lose 2 weeks in a row. We are totally gonna have to win this." So that's exactly what's going on right now. As you can see, we always joke that they go easy on you guys and that they do weird comps and weird builds just to make the games more fun. No, we're seeing truly legitimate builds coming out, a really strong comp, and their best play coming out right now, and it really shows.
Yep, Bach gonna be beating him with DG6, but they don't actually fight against each other, and now fingers. Oh, it's gonna be a lot of damage, but Bach is still not gonna be enough. There we go, Meridian Blazer, and then it's gonna be Zungi, and then actually gonna be taken down. That's ready to be the second one down, and Bach is not gonna get re-engage upon DJ6 and Bach now finally gonna be meeting, but his Fungus Finger is still gonna be assassinated. Oh, look at the back line, look at still Rampant, and Mallow Fox just comes in from the side and try to clean up this whole site.
Honestly, they are not afraid of anything. Splendid Pie having to flash out that Kha'Zix saying, "No, no, 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 you don't understand. I am 7-0, I have double buff, you are not getting away." Manwolf being as manly as he possibly could be, going after Veigar right now. Is he going to be able to get someone? He's scared of the laser gods. He's having to back away because he knows that as soon as he steps on the fountain, he is going to be toast. So, oh my goodness, Warwick, not even messing around. Also 7-0 right now. He built, you know, pretty supporty actually, still doing a tremendous amount of damage. Bach, is the great Bach finally gonna fall? No, no! He is just gonna pop his counter-strike and walk away like they are strolling through the park. Oh my goodness gracious. 6 to 17, not even that high of kills, but the money difference is really, really hurting them. We're only 24 minutes in, so 6 to 17, not a lot of kills, but the difference between the amount of kills is really, really telling. Riot is just holding this down. We always joke that they never go for Baron, but we might actually see a Baron attempt soon.
Well, community definitely needs a Baron, so if they can go for Desperation Baron, that would be a really good key. Yeah, look at the kill distribution. I mean, Caitlyn's playing a pretty good support Caitlyn right now, 0-3-3, rocking it down for the team, while everybody else on the team, 7-0-6, 7-0-6, 3-0-5. Just ridiculously good stuff coming out from the team.
Because Sona only has 1 assist, so like it's almost like they can't get to the party on time. Like Warwick, Jax, and Kha'Zix are just eating everyone alive, and then Caitlyn and Sona are running up like, "Hey guys, how's it? Oh, aced. We weren't even here." That's exactly what's happening right now.
Either that, or they just kind of go on the Blitzkrieg and Sona first because they're the squishiest, and well, when Kha'Zix comes down in the corner and just says, "Oh, hey, you forgot about me, yay!"
Yeah, we saw that. Oh my goodness, Infinite Duress going on to that Veigar, making quick work of him. Poor Veigar, 0-3, just cannot. Getting caught out of position occasionally, and then also getting picked off in team fights. When you have a Warwick and a Jax and a Kha'Zix, folks that are really set on just locking down one specific target, those squishies are in trouble, because if you have 3 of those, there's no saving you. Like, one of you are probably gonna die. We've seen that over and over with Veigar, unfortunately, and it looks like Riot's punching Baron Nashor.
Yeah, it's looking like it from Jackson. Well, Warwick can sustain himself all day, and DJ6 and Splendid Pie. Go for the Cataclysm. Go for it. Just go. You got it.
Really death coming out from Draven. Are they going to be able to do it there? Splendid Pie, DJ6 driving in, trying to get the kill. Oh, Warwick is going to go ahead and finish him off. Caitlyn getting a nice little double kill saying, "Hey, I heard that support you. Guess what? I still am fairly decently farmed and have Baron buff, and Kha'Zix is just AFK pushing, getting a whole inhibitor by himself. Like, community doesn't even want to go near him. Like, they just cannot cope with a Kha'Zix with blue buff and Baron buff. Looks like they're going to be safe and get the outer turrets as well.
I didn't even see Draven just fall, but Draven fell really fast. I mean, still rampant with a Bloodthirster as well, and he's sustaining through all those fights while he's doing all the damage. It's like...
That's like the ideal build for a bruiser.
I mean, you just add the GA and it's like, oh yeah, so you think you're gonna kill me? I don't think so.
Look, saying nerf Riot, please. Like you said, they're not messing around. They knew that they lost, and oh my gosh, Kha'Zix taking double turret damage right there and getting out alive. Sony Heals helping him along the way and just able to pick up these kills so effortlessly. Wow. I swear I know English. Anyway, it looks like it's going to be GG 6 to 25, ladies and gentlemen. Riot not pulling any punches. That was fully dominated by the Reds. 28-minute game. Community, what happened?